Amid the hustle and bustle of modern life, there is a silent call echoing in the depths of the souls of a chosen few. It is an invitation to embark on a transformative journey, a spiritual awakening that transcends anything you have ever experienced before. This is the second awakening, a phase of consciousness evolution that elevates the being to unimaginable heights. From childhood, there was a heightened sensitivity to subtle energies and an intuitive connection with the divine. The search for answers led to different spiritual paths, but it was after the first awakening that everything changed. It was as if a veil had been lifted, revealing hidden nuances and meanings in every aspect of existence. However, it soon became clear that this was just the beginning. As the journey progressed, signs that something even deeper was to come began to manifest. It was as if the being was being prepared for a radical transformation, a reconnection with the divine essence. The first sign came subtly, almost imperceptibly. The perception of the surrounding vibrations had expanded. Each thought, emotion, and interaction began to be felt as distinct energetic frequencies. It was as if it was possible to see beyond appearances and capture the true essence of all things. This vibrational discernment has become a natural guide. Superficial relationships began to dissolve, giving way to deep, meaningful connections with people who vibrated at the same spiritual frequency. It was no longer about judging or trying to change others, but rather about honoring each soul's unique process. As the dive into this new understanding took place, the second sign revealed itself, the dissolution of the spiritual ego. Awakening was not a competition, but a sacred dance where each being moves to their own divine rhythm. True spiritual evolution manifested itself through humility and compassion. Divine light began to be seen in all beings, regardless of their apparent level of consciousness. Instead of judging, genuine compassion developed. Instead of preaching, inspiration happened by example. The mission became to help awaken the inner light of each person who crossed the path. The third sign came as an overwhelming wave, the release of repressed emotions. It was as if the floodgates of the soul had opened, allowing long-held feelings to surface. Inexplicable tears, spontaneous laughter, and intense fluctuations in emotions had become part of the routine. This process was necessary for releasing old patterns and healing deep emotional wounds. Every emotion that arose was an opportunity to embrace humanity and integrate neglected aspects of being. It was a courageous dive into the shadows so that one could emerge into the light. As we navigated this emotional turmoil, a fourth sign manifested itself, the awakening of a deep and trustworthy intuition. It was as if a crystal-clear channel of communication with the divine had opened. The inner guidance that had previously seemed vague and uncertain now presented itself with unwavering clarity. Insights appeared like bolts of divine light, illuminating complex situations with surprising precision. It was not something to be practiced or developed consciously, but rather a profound knowledge that emanated from the depths of the being. This inner voice became an infallible compass, guiding each step of the journey. The fifth sign brought with it a clarity of purpose that completely transformed understanding of the meaning of life. It was as if the curtains of illusion had been pulled back, allowing the light of truth to flood every corner of existence. The question that tormented the soul, "Why am I here?" finally found an answer. This revelation did not come through words or concepts, but through a deep understanding that emerged from one's being. Every experience, every challenge faced, every talent developed, had all been carefully orchestrated by the divine in preparation for this sacred moment of awakening. As the divine mission was embraced, a sixth sign unfolded, an overwhelming sense of oneness with all creation. The illusory barriers that once separated us from others began to dissolve, revealing a greater truth: we are all different manifestations of the same divine consciousness. This understanding transcended the intellectual level and became an experience lived in every fiber of the being. One began to feel, in a tangible and undeniable way, that the same vital force that pulsed in the heart also pulsed in every human being, in every animal, in every plant, in every particle of the universe. Divine love ceased to be an abstract concept and became a tangible reality that permeated and connected all existence. This expanded consciousness of unity radically transformed the way of being in the world. Competition gave way to a genuine spirit of collaboration, and the judgment of others dissolved into a deep understanding that each being is in its own process of evolution. The seventh and final sign manifested itself through an intensified love and compassion that transcended any previous experience of love in life. It was as if the heart expanded beyond physical limits, becoming a pure, crystalline channel for divine love to flow into the world. This love was not an ordinary emotion or a feeling to be cultivated consciously. It was a transformative force that emanated naturally from the being, like a spring that gushes crystal clear water effortlessly. Love simply overflowed from the heart, touching and transforming everyone who crossed the path. The compassion that accompanied this love was equally extraordinary. A natural ability to feel and understand the suffering of others developed, not in a way that burdened or drained energy, but in a way that inspired one to be an instrument of healing and transformation in the world. It was as if the heart became a mirror of the divine heart, reflecting and amplifying universal love. This expanded love was the very essence of God flowing through, transforming not only life itself, but touching and uplifting everything around. It was the supreme fulfillment of the divine mission to become a pure channel through which divine love could manifest itself in the material world. Every word spoken, every action performed, every look directed at another being became an expression of this divine love. It was the key to a deeper and more meaningful spiritual journey, an invitation to reconnect with the infinite wisdom of the universe and become an instrument of the divine. It was understood that the second awakening was a unique and personal process, experienced differently by each individual. However, understanding the basic principles of this journey helped in preparing and making the most of this opportunity for growth and evolution. Seeking knowledge and understanding about what happens in the second awakening has become an important step towards a more conscious and intentional spiritual journey. There was more security and confidence along the way, with a readiness to embrace the challenges and transformations that were to come. It was realized that the second awakening was an invitation to become more conscious, more loving and more connected with the universe, manifesting light and love in all aspects of life. It was an opportunity to realize one's deepest dreams and contribute to the creation of a more enlightened and compassionate world. The journey was embraced with courage and determination, knowing that each step was guided by the loving hand of the divine. There has been a transformation into a beacon of hope and inspiration to those around, sharing light and wisdom with humility and grace. As the journey progressed, there was wonder at the infinite possibilities that unfolded. Each new day brought with it discoveries and revelations, deepening the connection with the divine essence that inhabited the being. It was understood that the second awakening was not a final destination, but rather a portal to an increasingly full and meaningful existence. It was a calling to embrace one's true nature and live in alignment with one's highest purpose. There was a transformation into a living expression of divine love and wisdom, radiating this light wherever it went. The heart expanded to encompass all of creation, recognizing the beauty and perfection inherent in each being. It was understood that the spiritual journey was not about becoming something you were not, but about remembering and awakening to the deeper truth of the essence. It was a return home, a reunion with the divine spark that was always present within. As the dive into the second awakening deepened, it was noticed that synchronicities and miracles became more and more frequent in life. It was as if the universe was conspiring in favor, opening doors and revealing paths that previously seemed hidden. One learned to trust the wisdom of intuition, allowing that inner voice to guide each decision and action. There was a transformation into a conscious co-creator of reality itself, understanding that thoughts and intentions had the power to shape the world. Each challenge that arose along the way was seen as an opportunity for growth and evolution. Change was embraced with courage and flexibility, knowing that each experience had a greater purpose in spiritual development. As consciousness expanded, one began to realize the interconnectedness of all things. It was understood that each action, no matter how small, had an impact on the whole. This inspired us to live more consciously and compassionately, seeking to be an agent of positive transformation in the world. The importance of self-care and self-acceptance on the journey was also discovered. One learned to honor the body, mind, and spirit, nourishing them with love and kindness. This included setting healthy boundaries, practicing gratitude, and cultivating moments of silence and contemplation.